Guys, what's up? What's up? Blessed love, everybody. Thanks as usual for tuning into another video, guys. And let me just tell you guys how appreciative I am for you to take time out to to tune into another video. And also, guys, let me remind you to just like the video, share the video, subscribe if you haven't already done so, and hit that notification bell. And also comment, guys, and let me know what you think of the videos, the contents in the videos, whatever it is. Just comment and let me know what you guys think. All right. Okay, so I have a short story here I want to bring to you guys. But first of all, I want to show you this little clip here that I have queued up right now. And boy, I tell you, I I hope you guys find it funny as I did. Because I actually saw this on the news. I was watching CNN and they were bringing a news item and I saw this thing. But just watch this, guys. Just for fun. All right.
Danny Goodman also said the victims were all from Dyer
Just
County
look at
and
the
they
lady walking
suspect
down the
the
road there.
suspect knew all of them. He also
Did you see that,
confirmed that
guys?
two of the
Let
victims
me repeat that one more time.
knew all of them. He also county and they suspect the suspect knew all of them. He also confirmed that two of the victims.
So did you see that, guys? I was waiting. I actually captured this a little while ago, and I was waiting to see if I was the only one that saw it. I haven't heard anybody say anything. CNN kept quiet about it, and they showed the news again. But they cut out that part. You saw that lady walking down the street, and all of a sudden, something fell down her foot. Boy, I tell you guys, you can watch it over again, and as I said, it's just for a little, fun, whatever, All right. So, guys, so let me jump right into the story. All right. So these three people that you're looking at on your screen right now, they boy, I tell you, guys, something wrong with people nowadays. The world gone crazy. Even though this happened for a couple months ago, but the world is getting crazy more and more every day, guys. And it's terrible when you when you see some stories and when you and hear some stuff that happens to people. Boy, I tell you, it's just sad all over. But anyway, let me tell you what's going on with these people right here. Okay, so a mother, a father, and a son, that's them on the screen right there, have been arrested after the father allegedly killed a 48-year-old man in New Jersey before having his wife and child assist him by dismembering and disposing of the victim's remains. Can you imagine that, guys? Can you imagine that? And I actually kind of felt sorry for the wife and the son. But then when I thought about it, I said, you know what? They deserve everything they have coming to them, because they should have rebuked that man and and let him go do his dirty work by himself. You know what I mean? But anyway, so his name is Everton Thomas, and he's 41 years old. He has been charged with first-degree murder, while his wife, who is 41-year-old, her name is Sherry Parker, and his son, 22-year-old Deshaun Thomas, are facing one count each of desecration of human remains and tampering with physical evidence in the slaying of Harold Miller Jr., authorities announced. Miller's body had remained missing for a while before they found the body, right? And guys, as I said, it's kind of sad. It's not kind of, it's sad all over. But look at these people here, especially that young 22-year-old. He's gonna have his whole life in front of him. Okay, so this is the person that was allegedly killed by Everton Thomas. So in addition to murder, Everton Thomas was also charged with desecration of human remains and tampering with physical evidence. So according to news release from Camden County Prosecutor's Office on June 14, Miller was reported missing to the Deptford Township Police Department. The report said Miller's last known whereabouts had been Camden, New Jersey, where he was said to be playing cards with his friends. In the early morning hours of June 12, his car was found empty on June 14 in Pensacola, New Jersey, which is about 4 miles east of Camden. So investigators said they obtained surveillance footage and cell phone data confirming that Miller entered a residence in the 2600 block of Baird Boulevard in Camden just before 11:30 a.m. on June 12. Moments later, the video footage captured the sound of what appeared to be a single gunshot. Miller was never seen leaving the property. However, the video captured a man who was later identified as Everton Thomas, moving Miller's vehicle and parking it where it was ultimately located in Pensacola. I hope I pronounced that name right. Pensacola. Evidence implicating Everton Thomas's family followed shortly after. So detectives subsequently learned that Sherry Parker and Deshaun Thomas purchased a chainsaw, containers, trash bags, and other cleaning supplies after Miller was observed entering the residence but never exited. Prosecutors additionally said surveillance video showed Everton Thomas and Deshaun Thomas, that's him and his son, making several trips to the Tamarack Apartments dumpsters and loading containers and trash bags into a vehicle before leaving the city. So court documents obtained stated a witness who lived in the Thomas's home told investigators that Deshaun Thomas said his dad woke him up and said he needed his son to help him chop up a body. A different witness reportedly told investigators they heard power tools being used in the basement and that they heard Sherry Parker, that's his wife, saying a wife got to do what she got to do. And I wish they never find him. Referring to her husband. Boy, I tell you. So during a search of Everton Thomas's residence on June 20, investigators said he was found to be in possession of a loaded firearm with 1 round in the chamber and 9 in the 10 magazine. So that means what? 1 was fired. There were also several bloodstains inside the residence that were brought to a lab for testing. The day after the search of his home, before he was charged with a crime, authorities said Everton Thomas fled from the US to Canada. As the investigation continued, subsequent forensic testing confirmed Harold Miller Jr. was the source of the DNA from the bloodstains found inside the Thomas's home, authorities said. So investigations found that Everton Thomas and Miller, who was the person that was killed, were acquaintances. Charges were filed against all 3 family members on September 5. A motive for the alleged murder has not yet been disclosed. Everton Thomas was taken into custody by U.S. Customs and Border Patrol on September 8 at the port of Buffalo, New York, when he crossed from Canada back into the U.S. on a commercial bus. He is currently being held in a local correctional facility as he awaits extradition back to New Jersey. Sherry Parker and Deshaun Thomas were also arrested on September 8 by a U.S. Marshal Service Regional Fugitive Task Force. They are currently being held at the Camden County Correctional Facility, and their court date is still being finalized. So, guys, this is something to take note of, and we'll definitely keep our eyes and ears, for how this one works out, and we'll definitely bring it to you all necessary updates in a subsequent video. All right, so guys, that's it for this story here. And that's the guy that was killed, I think. So blessed love, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for tuning in. And please remember, guys, to like the video, share the video, subscribe if you haven't already done so, and hit that notification bell. And if for some reason, guys, for those of you who have been watching the videos and has not yet subscribed, please to do so. It doesn't cost a thing, right? And you will definitely get notified when we drop another video. All right. Blessed love. Peace.